coming towards you. You do not stop, you carry on. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now medics, quickly take over CPR now. Thank you so much. Thank you for doing CPR.
Ambulance has arrived.
The ambulance has arrived. Can we give each other a big round of applause? Now, well done, well done. Ladies and gentlemen, what I need you to do now is to help us pack up the machine. What I need you to do, remove the AED pads from the mannequin, paste the plastic film back, unplug the connector, point the wires around your fingers like what we did to our earphone in the past. Put it into the silver bag. Now at the same time, we are going to pass you this disinfectant wipes. Please help us clean the mannequins and also the AED machine. Okay, this is due to the COVID that we have gone through for the past 2 years. Once you have cleaned, don't worry, we will pass you, okay, we are going to walk around and collect all the, we're going to collect all the disinfectant wipes from you. So my colleagues are actually walking around to pass you the disinfectant wipes. So please help us clean the mannequins, the AEDs and the phone. Once you're done, just a few more slides before we end our session today. Now ladies and gentlemen, including those outside our arena, what we want to bring across to you is just these 3 key messages. 1, if you ever see someone lying on the floor who requires medical attention, call 995 and stay on the line. When the SCDF officer asks you to start CPR, you push hard and fast. Last but not least, when the AED arrives, use the AED. Now, additional information to share with you is that the AED machine, once you switch on the machine and apply the AED pads on the body, the AED is going to analyze the heart rhythm. Every 2 minutes, the AED will recheck the heart for any shockable rhythm. They may tell you to shock the patient like what you have been taught earlier. They may also ask you, when the machine says no shock advice, 2 possible reasons. 1, the heart comes back to life. Pom pom, pom pom. 2, we watch drama, they always have this hospital setting, the patient will correct? The patient is dead, but we cannot pronounce the person dead unless you are a doctor or a paramedic. So as responders, so long as we hear no shock advice, so long this person has yet to revive, we will continue our chest compression until the next analysis to ask us to stop. They are checking the heart, or when the ambulance arrive and take over the case. Alright, I want to also highlight to all of you, doing CPR and using AED doesn't mean that you confirm will save the person. We are giving this person a second chance to survive. Whether or not he or she survives really depend on themselves. If you are not going to do anything, 4 to 6 minutes, the moment he collapses, the brain cells will start to die because no oxygen goes to the brain. Alright? By the 10th minute, the person will be gone, more or less. So that is why early CPR is required. When the AED arrives, even if the person has been revived from your CPR, you will carry on to paste the pads and listen to the instructions from the AED. Because when the person revived from CPR, okay, his heart is still weak, there is a chance that the heart may collapse again. So we need to listen. If the machine says shock advice, that means you need to press the shock button. And this AED is very simple to use. Anyone can use it. If the machine says no shock advice and you press the shock button until the button spoils, don't worry, the machine will not discharge the electric current out. So it is safe for the public to use. If until today you don't know what an AED is or don't know where an AED is, over there, if you notice, there is the AED sign on the wall. That is where the AED is. You can always go to the box, break the keyhole glass, take out the key, open the box, and take out the AED. Okay? Now, is there any questions from the floor that you have, anybody?
How to break and get a key?
How to break and get the key? Hey, sorry. Very good question. How to break the keyhole glass? I will not recommend you to use your hand to punch, okay? I have done that before. It cuts my hand. Okay, so to prevent such unnecessary injury, I will recommend you, if you are willing to use your phone, you can use your phone. If you are willing to use your key, you can use your key to break. There was this once, okay, one case that I attended to. Very fortunately, below the AED box has got one spoiled chair legs. Okay, so I actually use that to break the keyhole glass. Anything that you can find, okay, on the floor, or if you have got, you bring an umbrella along, or if you have a pen with you, you can use this to break the key, okay, or rather the glass. Okay, I hope I answered to your question.
Is it possible or any securities routing a key of AED then can ask for help?
Okay, so the question is, can we ask help from security? Now, if let's say if you are in a shopping mall area, okay, maybe the customer service may have the key, okay, but these AEDs that you see over here, okay, on the wall, this is a mock-up, but the actual one, if you are staying in HDB blocks, you should have noticed every 2 to 3 blocks, there is an AED box that is installed at the lift lobby. Those AEDs are actually installed by the Singapore Civil Defence Force. Alright, no one will be there to stand by and break the key or give you the key. So you will have to break the glass yourself and take out the key. Alright, Ken? I hope I have answered to this question. Any other burning question pertaining to CPR AED? If not, if you are shy to ask, you can always approach any of our colleagues. Oh, sorry, who? Yes.
What will happen if you never learn that?
Very good question. What happens if you are not trained in CPR and AED? Don't worry, because once you call the magic number 995 and the SCDF officer over the line, okay, determines that you need to start your CPR. If you tell them you're not trained, they will guide you over the phone right on the spot. You're not trained, no problem. I teach you what to do. You place your hand at the center of the chest. Okay, the other hand on top, interlock your fingers. Blah, blah, blah. I need you to start your CPR. Follow my counting. We will count for you as well. Okay? You brought the AED, you don't know how to use, never mind. I teach you on the spot. He will teach you on the spot as well. Okay, so don't worry so much if you're not trained or if you don't know what to do at that point of time, you're lost. Don't worry. SCDF will be with you throughout the line. Okay, I hope I answered your question. Yes, sir.
Is it breaking law or will it feeling embarrassing if you are a male and the person who get injured or needed help is a female?
Good question. Now, what happens if you are a male and the patient happens to be a female? Okay, is there any legal liability? My answer is, if this is a female victim, do we need to save the person? We need to save the person also, right? Also human being. So we need to save, even if you are a guy, you still can attend to the cardiac arrest case. Alright? I have attended several cases before. Some of the cases, they are female. That means on the skin. What you can do is very simple. In the actual AED machine, there is a pair of scissors. What I need you to do is cut one big hole at the side, big enough for your hand and the AED pads to go in and paste on the skin. The bra strap lift up, no need to cut. Okay? The other side, if you can pull up the shirt, you pull up the shirt. If you cannot pull up the shirt, again cut one big hole, paste the pads, let go. You are covering the body, protect the modesty. Alright? If it's male victim, if you can, also practice that. Okay? Because I don't have six packs, so I may not want people to see my belly. Okay? So what happened is that, yes, you can still save female victims, regardless you're male or female. Alright? Now, before we leave, okay, if you have any further question, ask any of the facilitators or myself. If not, I have 3 questions before you leave. There is one. Can we do CPR on a pregnant lady? Who say yes, put up your hand. Only a few. Now, the answer is yes, we can apply CPR on a pregnant. Many of you may have this worry that what happens if I do CPR then the baby die. Now the question is, where's the baby? The fetus is actually at the lower body. Where are you doing your CPR? At the center of the chest. So are you pressing on the baby? You're not pressing the baby, right? What happened is that you need to save the mother's life before the baby can survive. Correct or not? So we need to save that one life. Whose life first? Whose life first? The mother's life first. So you can do CPR. Question B. Can we use the AED on the pregnant and press the shock button when asked to do so? Yes or no? Who say yes, put up your hand. Okay, only a few still. My answer to you is yes, we can apply the pads on the pregnant, we can press the shock button when required. Reason being because mother is, a cardiac arrest patient. We need to save the mother's life first before we can even think about the baby. Mother collapse, never survive, baby, no chance of survival. So that is why save the mother's life first. Also, up to today, there is no sufficient research study to support that by pressing the shock button, the baby will be affected. So we need to save that mother's life first. Last question, everyone show me one finger, not your middle finger, please. Hey, one finger lah. I want you to now point to me, where is your heart? Where's your heart? No heart. Got heart or not? Where's your heart? Here. Here. Don't know. Here. Okay? Now, where do you do your CPR earlier? At the center of the chest, the heart bone here, the heart bone. Our heart, about your fist size, is actually located at the center of your chest. Just that it is tilted to the left. Always you hear, your heart is on the left, not true. It's centered, just that it's tilted to the left. Okay? So, always remember, your heart is tilted to the left at the center. Okay? The only thing is that when you paste the pads, you paste one pad on the top right of the patient's chest and the other pad on the bottom left of the patient's chest to draw that straight line, because the heart already points to you where to paste already. Okay? Can? So we hope that these are the tips that we can share with you to let you have more confidence in trying to save lives. Now, before you leave, okay, we are going to give you these goodie bags. So everyone, one mannequin will give you, the 2 participants will give you 1 each. So please collect your goodie bags before you leave this arena. With this, we hope you dare to save a heart. Thank you so much to those in the arena. Please give yourself a round of applause. Those outside, can we also give them a round of applause? Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much, everybody. So of course, remember, okay, ladies and gentlemen, now if you want to join our next class, it will be happening at 4 p.m. 所以朋友们，如果说呢，待会儿你也想要来上课的话呢，我们下一堂课呢是在4点钟。那我们真的很希望呢，有更多位朋友前来好好的学习如何进行心肺复苏。那这样子的话呢，在紧急时刻都绝对可以派上用场。So we definitely hope to have more of you joining us later on. Our next class is at 4 p.m. where all of you can have a hands-on experience to learn how to save a life. 所以大家呢，绝对不要错失良机了哦。当然，现在呢，大家也可以在我们这里头呢绕一圈，好好的学习各种各样的技能。除了心肺复苏之外呢，我们也会教导您的，就包括了止血，包括了如何察觉你周围有没有可疑人物、可疑物品之类的哈。所以呢，大家都可以前来好好的学习。 So of course, everybody, don't be shy. Just come over here, okay, to take a walk around, find out about how to identify suspicious people, suspicious objects.